So let's move on here. Okay. And transport's going to take a few turns to get in. Oh, I thought they had a laser base and they don't. They just have a missile base. You know what? I'm just going to do auto-resolve because I don't trust myself enough in manual combat to not get some damage. So yes, auto-resolve it. Shit. Okay, now I wish I had then manual combat. I just took a ton of damage on my destroyers. Luckily, I didn't lose any. But yeah, that sucks. That's going to take a while to repair. Right. Okay, so I could attack the colony. They have 13 Marines here. So yeah, less than last time rounds. I'll probably use 5 transports again, but thinking maybe I might need less. Anyway, I got to get them down here first. So let's move that to there. That can go down there. I should probably take those weakened destroyers out to repair then. So that's pretty crazy that I took damage then when I had excellent chance. That means I'm going to have to attack starbases in future, I think, because I can't allow that to happen. I get starbase in 4 turns there. That might delay me a little bit because I want to come up here. Shouldn't do, but it's not good nonetheless. Okay, let's right, I want to buy that skirmish ship, but I think it's time for me to actually invest a bit in certain infrastructure. So let's, well, it's only 2 turns, so I'm not going to do that then. What do I want to do? Gravity generators, let's get that up on Mulban. Fungal farm, automated factory, let's get that up. Let's get the hydroponic farm up as well. Okay, so that's great. Still gonna be right, saving up for that skirmish ship in general though. And should I upgrade those? I won't this turn, I might do next turn though. Oh, the civil transport arrived there. Let's get that loaded. Hope I have enough food here. Oops, not sure I do. That comes in this turn now. Okay. Actually, let's stick them both there. Right, a few. Okay. I think I might have lost the population then, or just averted it. Right. And, yep, that's done. Okay. Let's end the turn. So I need to work on my science. I need to get at least a couple of cruisers up and out, and maybe another starbase, so get that tachyon communications for the extra command points. Fire Ice is going to be ours very soon. I don't think there's a way that's not going to happen. Hotel was captured while at a steal mission at Sakura Colony. I'm going to have to pay to get him back. Leader leveled up, Einar. So that's a 40% bonus in the system he's in. Excellent. Trade deal with the Trilerian ran out. Let's renew that. Okay, they have enough money goods.
Hello again. I listen. This should
440.
Gushingly. Until
Not gonna have much money left to spend this turn then probably. But you have to get treaties. They are too good not to. Right, let's do the automated movement. Okay, those 4 transports can move in there. 4 transports may be enough. I'm gonna have to figure out the calculation. I might bomb some to make it work if not sure about it. Okay, I'm gonna take a minute out then to update the build list here. Okay, this is the updated build list for the turn. If you're wondering what would happen if I were to raise my taxes as well, that's the current state of things. So Not really sure if it's worthwhile or not. I don't think I'm gonna raise it just for, yeah, double my strikes, but for a small percentage amount of extra money, it's probably not worthwhile. This failed, and I actually took some time out when I updated my build list to buy him back. I think it was 93 credits, so we get him back next turn. My counter espionage skill level is 10% currently. The 3 spies I've got doing it. I'm going to wait a turn to get that transport in. 5 transports we know is going to be enough for, against 13 marines, and that's, they've got some tech since, but I don't think they have. Right, so yeah, that's it for the turn. Next turn. Okay. Saving up for the skirmish ship before bringing this fleet up there, probably. Okay, I actually could maybe do with blowing that up as well while I'm down here. And that. I'll have to figure that out in a second. Sacra trade deal ran out. 1400 odd credits we got back from it. It's going to be a while before it war, so at least partial trades for a partial amount would be worthwhile still, I believe.
Welcome, friend.
Okay, so let's do
I
trades.
listen. How's that, friend?
477. Propose.
Far into history.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
I've got espionage to do. Let's have a look at that. So one guy came back this turn. Let's counter that guy. You know what? I might leave him on counter espionage. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to move my spies out of the Sacra territory in a bit. I can't get a non-aggression treaty with the Illyrians, which I really want. It's too expensive. But yeah, I think I'm going to be going to war against the Sacra coming up. If we look at the conquest situation, they're slightly ahead of me. The Illyrian, who are behind, conquest isn't exact as army, but it takes a while to longer to look in there, so I won't bother. Yeah, the Illyrians have a bit of a fleet over here and here. Okay, that's a bit worrying. They could just be going through there. They better not be thinking about coming after me. Their fleet is worse than mine, I believe, but yeah, I don't like that. Probably wouldn't mind if they go after the Terrans. Right, let's do the automated movement this turn. I'm making transports down in Melbourne still. I probably want at least 10 transports on the go, or near to it. I got 7 at the moment. Let's get this transport down here. Okay, so I think that's, yeah, 5 I've got there. Let's attack 13 marines. Yeah, I'm just going to use all of them. Maybe a waste of 1 or 2 here, but yeah, it's going to get the job done. It should do anyway. This planet should be very good. Let's deploy. Okay, Gnolam have crushed the Mercian resistance. I may want to peace out with the Mercians now, since they're only over there. They might have a couple of combat ships, which maybe could cause me issues. They probably won't, though. You know what? I forgot to do this turn. I forgot to attack that and attack that. I can leave those destroyers there to repair a tiny bit on the planet next turn, though. So I won't peace out with a Mercian quite yet. I am going to... Ooh, that's not good. They could come after that. 1, 2... That could be an issue, actually. I have to buy something there to prevent them from invading. Okay, so here is the build list this turn. I'm actually going to buy a starbase on Sidon Prime. I think it would be a decent idea. It would stop those transports from automatically, well, being able to attack. And also I will need the command points coming up. Fires Prime, let's show this off as well. It's actually starving a bit currently. I do have enough money to buy that. You know what? Let's do that. Okay. It's 333, which compared to most of my planets is actually not too bad at all. Right, yeah, so looking pretty good here. The Martian population as well, they are fine with normal gravity, so I'm not getting issues from that. If I were to move Nolams here, though, it would cause issues, so I probably won't. It's got these toxic or pollution buildings here, which I, yeah, really don't need, but maybe I should be scrapping, but hopefully they'll need it eventually if I get the production up. I've got those robo minor things coming in pretty soon. What have I got left to move then? They're waiting for upgrades, as are those. And that transport can stay there, I think. Don't need to bring it down here really. Those should get a bit of repair this turn because it's on orbiting the planet, which is great. Right, let's end the turn. Right, so what I'm planning now is basically to go after the Sacra. I haven't changed my mind on that. I think, unless they've got a huge fleet over here, which they don't, they have a fleet which I could wreck, and that would be great if I could do. Yeah, I think coming up here is a good idea then, as long as the Illyrium don't go doing anything. The Terrans, well, I can't see any signs of fleets, and we have a non-aggression. So yeah, that's all pretty good. Here then, let's get a frigate out to deal with that. Okay, let's attack, drop all. Pretty, yeah, that is Mercian, it's not ours, so I have to destroy it, really. Frigate. Over there. Let's try again. Okay. And with this fleet, let's split up a tiny bit. So let's leave those repaired there. Let's group those up and move that onto the outpost. I'm going to attack. And I will risk doing an auto-resolve. Oh, for fuck's sake, you gotta be kidding me. Right, so I picked up more damage. I really didn't think that would happen now. That's a bit damage as well, which I've forgotten about. I could basically do with repairing for a bit then, at some point. Okay, but yeah, I don't really want to waste any time on going after the Sacra either. Right, so those Mercian troop transports are there. I have an outpost there, an outpost soon to be there, so they don't really have anywhere to go. I don't think I'll peace out with them quite yet, but it's probably in my interest to do so, because I've got no plans on dealing with that anytime soon. Let's ask for an audience. I don't think I'm going to do it now, but I want to see if she'd be willing. Yeah, I think she is. She doesn't really have any tech. Yeah, so I'll wait to destroy her troop transports maybe before doing that. Threatening fleet, squid. Right, I am going to take a minute out to update this here. Okay, I thought I'd show you the Path to Victory screen. It's pretty interesting at the moment. I'd say there's definitely 4 of us in with a shot at winning, arguably, still. The Sacra and Illyrium are very strong. The Sacra have the best military, supposedly. The Klakon also have a rather good military, so that's an area they're doing well in. The Terrans, who aren't arguably doing so well, are actually the nearest to the Antaran victory. In population, I've actually overtaken the Sacra now, so I'm going to be up against the Illyrium in the next diplomatic council, more than likely. Tech-wise, Terran's doing pretty well, so yeah, there's a real mixture here. But yeah, I'm still thinking of attacking the Sacra. Build list I updated this turn, so that's how things are looking. I don't think I'm going to buy anything there this turn. Fleets, that transports let's move it back over. Okay, so I've got 2 transports, but I'm making more. It's gonna be a while before I get up here though. Those can stay there and repair for the turn. Moving the fleet back up north in a second though. That can wait for some money, as can that. Right, let's send a turn. I could save up now for a research treaty or skirmishes and cruises. I think I'm just going to save up for skirmishes and cruises. My research could be better, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a research treaty. Trade with the Illyria needs to be renewed.
We meet again, my
I
friend.
really
What
want a
is your
non-aggression
proposal?
with her, because I should probably be either going after
This
her
seems a
or
sensible approach.
the Sacra, and I'd like to get non-aggression with the one I don't go after. Trade treaty. It's just proposed, I don't need to ask her
My
something.
pleasure.
Okay.
What is your proposal?
Tech, let's have a look what she's got. That's not sure how good that is. Nothing much. In terms of tech that I could sell, I could a lot, but a lot of those I don't really want to give her, so it won't be. Right, I can't do anything like asking for alliance or her to declare war on someone unless I've got non-aggression with her, so that's an issue as well.
Goodbye then.
I don't think the Terrans would be willing to declare war on anyone. I have checked it before. That yeah, they weren't willing to. Right, so that is now built an outpost. Let's get the space factory down to here. The Mercians have retreated their transports. Yeah, it's time to get my fleet towards the Sacra though. So let's do that. Virus is starving and there's not an awful lot I can do about it actually. So I'm probably going to lose a population there next turn. Okay. Really could do with finding some time to repair for a bit, but I don't really have the time. Right, so I've got a few things to update here. I'm going to do that now. Okay, so this is the updated build list for the turn. I'm now making over 900 credits a turn, which goes a long way to make up for any issues with research. There's one thing I want to buy this turn, or will buy at least. I'm going to buy that because I think there's a striker there, which yeah I need to deal with. So that's bought this turn. Right, I've done a lot of the not so important movements. I've actually finished a colony ship this turn. So I am going to... I think I'm going to try and colonize the Stelio system now. In fact, I should probably actually make peace with the Mercians, since they got destroyers down there. It's probably a good idea at this point. So let's have an audience.
Well, well, look what the...
Oh wow, she wants a bloody colony. No, let's not do that. Right, she's willing to give that. Maybe she would give annual tribute as well, but I just accept that, I think.
Let's see which way the cat jumps.
So that actually means we have a truce for 20 turns. I really hope that's the right decision, because we won't be able to do anything about it for a while. Let's accept... She wants that chart. Yeah, I guess, okay. Well, actually, when can she do that next? She needs 355 credits for that trade deal. I'll come back here in a bit. Let's see how she does. Okay.
We're friends to you.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But you must be mindful of others.
Yeah, they're at war, so he doesn't like me doing deals with them. One of the things that's run out there, I think, is something to do with spies, maybe. Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't be getting a trade deal with her. Depends. Right, so truce for 20 turns. I might try and get the Terrans to kill her actually up there. Star chart acquisition. So that actually connects that. I didn't know that before. I had kind of realized it though since they were making that there. And that reminds me about something as well. This is the first time I have ever seen any Antaran ships, and they are actually on course for the Sacra system, the Dromos planet, and that was to be my actual target. So that is a bit of an issue potentially. Could be really good for us. It looks like it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns for it to get there. And I assume they're going to destroy that if it's still there and bomb it. I don't know what I want to do here then. I could bring my fleet round here and do what I was intending to do. But there's actually routes around here as well to maybe go and take Parmag Prime. So I could do that instead. Yeah, I haven't figured it out yet. I think I should move the troop transports over here nearer to the fleet then. Right, we've got Fusion Beam Tech, which is an early crappy tech. That colony ship, yeah, I want to colonize something that I haven't colonized, which means coming down here basically before anyone else does. Maybe even there actually. So this is going to take not that long actually, only 8 turns, 9 turns. Guess their engines got improved in there. I've got another colony ship coming in there, which I'll probably also send down in this way. I could colonize that, but yeah, it could cause issues with the wormholing, getting through it, more borders with the Terrans. I don't mind if the Terrans actually colonize that, at least for the time being. Right, that's it for the turn. I think I need about 3k for a skirmisher ship. Actually making one would take 15 odd turns.
We was dealt a bad hand before, but we is willing to let it slide.
15 odd turns to make a ship, so I'm probably going to be buying them. That's really friggin' interesting. I could not have a non-aggression with them and then decide to go after the Illyrians, but there's probably more sacred territory nearby. Nothing's that nearby, to be honest, but yeah, I really think I should go after him first. It's a question of whether the Illyrians will offer me a non-aggression now, which I really want them to do. I'm going to turn him down. We know he's got issues because the Antarans are going after him as well. So that's gone worse.
Perhaps we ain't such good friends as I thought.
Okay.
We would have you weave a union with a Klakon.
Right, a weaved union sounds pretty good to me. I am going to accept that. They're nowhere near me. There's no real reason why I shouldn't accept it, I think. And they're not at war with anyone.
Our
Of course, any issues.
cooperation is the buzz of the whole
I
hive.
might be able to get them to attack someone like the Terrans or the Illyrian Sacra. That's what I'm kind of hoping for as well. Maybe the Mercian. Okay, we lost the population of fire, so I couldn't do anything about it. Still actually losing population here. There's maybe that I could buy that would get me extra foods, but I'm going to turn away from getting a assimilated population. I can stick him on the food then. Okay. The Antarans are coming in. Is that fleet staying there? Good, I want that fleet to stay there. Right, so let's do the movement. Okay, factory's coming down. Let's get my fleet back up here. So I've got a decision next turn. Do I go that way or that way to go after Sacred Colonies? Do I go after the Illyrian? I'm going after someone. Research was done this turn. Now, I believe the Sacra have that tech and it's not very useful anyway, defensive tech. So I'm picking up the powered armor here, definitely. And robo-mining is one of the reasons I went to this, probably the main reason. So I can get my industry up and I may even be able to make some cruisers. Build them rather than buy them. Right, so the next tech, I really need to get my research up still, but the only research is up here, and that's system unique. It's not that useful. There's stuff beyond it somewhere else in the tech tree, but it's a long way away, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna get the engine tech, and I think I might want to get the jump gate then as well. 3 turns for that. 3. Yeah, I'll get the engine tech first. So what else is here? Iron pulse beam. I think someone had that. More bombs. Miniaturization. Yeah, it's just the engines I want really then. Okay, so this is my updated build list for the turn. I haven't added in robo miners in front of anything. I arguably could do with some wills. There's nothing I'm going to buy this turn, although arguably I maybe could buy the moon laboratory, get my research a bit up a bit. They're coming in sooner, that'll be a bit more as well. So it's going up, just not quite as quickly as I would like it to be perhaps. If we have a look in the path to victory though, that's how things currently stand. And at this point I think I'm actually going to call it the end of the video and the end of the recording session. I've got a few decisions basically coming up. What I'm going to be doing from this point on is probably going to be going after the Sacra, but there are reasons to do other things. If we have a look around the map, well, we've got Illyrian fleets up here, which could potentially be an issue. The Antarans are coming in there, which will weaken the Sacra for definite, it would seem, which is good for me if I'm going to go after them. I'm going to be colonizing more, especially down here. Something I've also noticed as well, the Trilarians have paid a visit through that wormhole. No colony ship to colonize there, which is good, but they could do in theory. Yeah, so I don't know what they're up to, I don't like that. My colony here could be vulnerable to them certainly, but I'd be surprised if they go after me, since I'm certainly ahead on the conquest and army fleets at the moment. But yeah, that's it for this video. So I'd just like to thank you for watching. I'd also like to especially thank those of you who've been leaving likes and your comments along the way. I really appreciate that. And I should also mention I have a Patreon page as well. I've mentioned it before, but please check it out if you want to consider helping to support the channel even more than just by watching the videos. An extra $1 to a month on Patreon massively helps out from individuals. You'd have to watch 1,000 odd videos to equate to that basically, so it's yeah, massive. Any extra support I can get on Patreon. So yeah, thanks if you do check that out, and thank you even more if you do decide to become a Patreon of mine. That's it then for this recording session. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.